So this is going to be a video about my father giving me an inheritance, and the reason why I'm making this video is because this is the facts, and I only speak facts. So basically, my father has given me an inheritance, and the reason why he's given me an inheritance is because it's for me. Not only that, but it's because I'm quality, I'm an English woman, and thirdly, it's because I hold the traits of success. So the reason why I'm being given this inheritance from my dad is because I hold the power of success. Not only do I hold the power of success, but I have every trait to accomplish things that my family couldn't accomplish, and that is the reason why this inheritance belongs to me. Not only that, but I don't have a lack mindset. I don't have a scarcity mindset. I don't live in fear. I don't live in fight or flight. Because of those reasons, that is the reason why my father has given me this inheritance, because I have the skill set, the mindset, and the lifestyle in general to accumulate this money, but I also have the wisdom to obtain wealth. And how I know this is because I'm chosen by God, I'm anointed to have power. And so whatever I say, it goes in my favor because my words have power. But not only that, I'm anointed by God, so I have the right to say these things because these are things that God has installed in me before I even knew about it, before I was aware about these things. Basically, God has told me that my father has given me an inheritance, and because I'm chosen by God and I have the wisdom and skill set to be able to obtain this wealth, that is the reason why it's given to me. And it's not given to anyone else for this reason. And secondly, it's because I have the skill set to be able to obtain this wealth emotionally. So I have the emotional intelligence. And not only that, but I also have the passion and the desire to become successful. And secondly, it's because I have the work set, the drive, the skill set, the mindset, the determination, the passion. So I have the fire that never burns out. So that is the reason why my father has given me this inheritance. Now, I've been noticing there's a lot of confusion about this, so I'm just making this video to clear the confusion up, because I've been hearing that there's a lot of noise, about the situation. So I do think that with this being said, it's very important that this video is made. So basically, you know, yeah, so my dad has given me this inheritance, and it might start shaking, but for me, it doesn't really matter because what God says is basically what it is. But I do think that this video needs to be made clear, it needs to be made known, because there is a lot of confusion going around, and I think that these words need to be talked about, and I do think that my father giving me this inheritance was a good thing, because I do have the mindset, the skill set. I know how to buy houses, I know how to buy cars and all these things. I know how to buy things of quality, right? So with that being said, that is the reason why this video is being made. Not only that, but God was telling me in prayer that I needed to make this video. And as I was praying, he told me to reveal these things onto YouTube. And I was praying for maybe 5 minutes. And then God told me that I need to start making videos about my inheritance. So basically, I have an inheritance that belongs to me. And the inheritance was mine from the time that I was a child. So when I was born, the inheritance belongs to me from when I was a kid. So this is not something that just started. This is not something that just happened as an adult. This is something that was set out for me since I was a child. So when I was a child, I was given an inheritance, and this is what's been going on from the beginning. So from the day that I was born, I was given this inheritance from my dad, and now that I've received it, I think that it's like a blessing, because I knew the inheritance was mine from the day that I was born. I just knew. It was not even something that I needed to think about. So yeah, when I first looked at it, I thought it was amazing to find out the joy that I was getting in my spirit. I thought it was so funny how I just knew that the inheritance belongs to me. So I like always felt like the energy of that. Like even when I was a kid, I knew that I was the one that has the inheritance. And so like even as a kid, I used to always know these things. Like even if I didn't say it, I knew that I was considered the child that was of gold. I was the golden child. And so because of me getting this inheritance is like a blessing, you know. It's like a blessing from God. And I do think that it's like amazing that I've received this inheritance, because I've been noticing that even before, like when I was a child, there was a lot of like confusion as well. And as a kid, I was not able to talk about it because I was like a child, and obviously I didn't really know as a kid. But once I started getting older, I realized that, oh yeah, I have an inheritance, it's mine. And so I have to make that clear on YouTube, because I do think that now that I'm an adult, there's still a lot of confusion going on. So yeah, but I do think it's funny that I was able to, you know, accomplish that in my life, especially at a young age. So yeah.